Good morning, beautiful people. I hope that as you're watching this, you're in a good space, you feel open, you feel ready to receive, because I've already kind of tapped into the energy that's coming through. I haven't gotten the message yet, but the energy is really strong and I'm excited to bring it forth. So we're going to tap into love energy, the energy that is helping us to create something new that is more full of beauty, of union, of support, of connection, and of grace. That energy, and tapping in to see what messages they have for us as we finish out this week. So as I'm tapping in, I hear love energy coming through. And sometimes this happens when I bring messages where everything comes word for word. And you'll hear a lot of I pronouns and we pronouns with this one. I can already sense it. That's not me speaking. That's not speaking for myself. That pronoun is not for me. That pronoun is the energy coming forward from spirit, letting you know that this is directly what they're saying word for word. So I'm just going to let the message flow and we're going to see what happens. So I want everyone who is listening to this message to hear this loud and clear. You are worthy. That is what this moment in time needs to hear more and more and more. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy. You are not placed in this moment of time where everything feels like it's in disarray and discord, and there feels like there's so much conflict and there's so much oppression, repression, separation happening. You are not in this moment because you are being punished. That is not what is happening. There's a lot of that vibration going through the energetic collective right now of I am being punished, and that leads to this vibration which is very similar of I am unworthy. And what happens when there's too many people on your planet, on our planet, that are dealing with this vibration of I am unworthy? That is when nothing new can be created. Because what you need to understand, anyone who is listening to this, is that you are the spark of God. You have the spark of divinity within you. You are nothing less than divinity on earth. You have that Christ light. You have that Buddha knowing. You have that sense of divinity, that birthright of divinity within you. You are worthy. And once you are able to own your own divinity, understand that you are the hands, the arms, the mouthpiece of creator energy, of love energy. You begin to understand your role here on earth in a brand new way. Things are not happening to you. You are part of creation. You are part of process. You are part of building. The universe is loving and gentle, and yes, there is an energy that is looking out for you. That is this energy that is speaking to you right now. You can call it creator, you can call it love, you can call it God, you can call it light, you can call it whatever you need to call it in order to conceptualize it in a way that works for you. This energy, I am not punishing you for anything. What I am doing is trying to get you to give your power back, because this energy, yes, it is outside you. I am outside you. I am here to protect and guide and support, but I am within you as well. And when you don't recognize your own worth, that is when things start to happen and go awry around you, through you, because of you, because you do not understand that God lives within you as much as he, she, it, they live without you, on the outside of you, in this bigger atmosphere. So I, love energy, am giving you permission to hear this message. You are worthy and you are divine. Yes, there may be turmoil, there may be dark shadows, there may be unhealed parts, there may be broken parts that also make up your being as well. But underneath all of that, there is a spark of divinity. And we need to bring those things to the surface. You need to claim that and understand that you are working with God energy because you are God energy. That you are working with love and light energy because you are love and light energy. And that you need to take an active role in this. And those messages that a lot of people who are listening to this have heard, because it's just part of the culture that's listening to this, is God helps them who helps themselves. That is what that means. It means that as you act as a creator, as you act as a divine being who can bring love and light, who can heal, who can shift, who can comfort, who can bring a gentle vibration and a gentle knowing and peace and calm into this world, as you act as that divine being, you are helping yourself. You are helping that self by tuning in to that God energy that is part of you. So it's a heavy message. Some people are not going to like it, but each and every one of you is part of the divine. You are divinity in motion. You are special. You have purpose. You have worth. Every human on this planet does. The challenge is to recognize that worth and to bring it to the surface underneath all this ick and heaviness and darkness that has been either thrown at you because people have been unkind and cruel and have mismanaged the resources on your planet, or that you have chosen to take on yourself, that you have made the choice to separate, to other, to villainize, to hoard, to take in too much when you need very little. Those things, both when they're being thrown at you and when you're making the choice to take them on, they dim your light and disconnect you from your own divinity and from your own birthright. So for those of you who have gone through the healing process, for those of you who've gone through the process of seeing yourself in the other, for those of you who have gone through the process of breaking down the prejudices and that you have been fed because of your culture, coming to the conclusion that isms separate and that we need to heal that we need to start allowing people to tell their stories and believing them. When somebody says, I was hurt by a system that was set up to injure me, that is truth. Believe them. And say, I recognize that this system, this economic system, this political system, this family culture, this community culture was set up in a way that was meant to keep me voiceless, to keep me without power, to keep me in a tight box where I couldn't expand and grow into my full divinity. Listen to them. And then find out ways where you can help them to create them safe spaces. Even if we can't change entire systems right now, we can create safe spaces so people have the ability to heal, to use their voice, to see themselves as an important part of the puzzle, reclaim some of that power, because as they reclaim that power, what is going to happen is their divinity is going to become more and more online. They're going to become brighter, more light-filled, and able to do the work. So we're going to leave that with you, with love and light. Remember that you are divine. You are a child of Creator. You are Creator itself. Your job is to get rid of all the darkness, the ick, the programming, the false lies and the falsehoods that were given to you that are stopping you from being loving, light-filled creators that are able to shift and move things so that separation is no longer the main narrative on your world stage, but that union is, that healing is, and that movement towards a future where everyone has a space to embody their divinity is. So I'm going to leave that with you in love and light. I didn't know exactly where that was going to go, but I knew it was going to be powerful. Sit with it. I believe what I just heard. I believe that you all have this divine light within you that is more powerful and more brilliant than anything that is dark and evil and wrong in this world. There are some souls who we can see on a main stage right now who have lost all connection to their divinity. They have lost all connection to their Christ light. They have lost all connection to that. And they are making choices to push more separation and dark into this world. We are going to focus on us and not them. We are going to focus on doing our own healing work and tapping into our own divinity and reclaiming that, because that is where we're going to have the biggest impact. So if we're focusing on them and their disconnect from the light, that means we're not feeding and we're not strengthening our own connection, and that's where the power lies. So reclaim your own power, stay healthy, make sure that you're not feeding yourself with darkness. That darkness looks like fear, that darkness looks like power, that darkness looks like a sense of control, always knowing always being right, always being the smartest person in the room. That's tricky energy that takes you away from being in the flow and being in connection with light energy. It's also energy that separates you in really tricky ways. It's those energies that tell you that you're better than other people around you, and you get fed that enough, you start making these decisions that some human life is not worth it, and that it's okay to step on people, and that other people's stories are not as important as your own. So be careful when you feel that energy coming into your space. That is dark energy. That is energy that is trying to take us further down the path that we're already on, right? So keep those systems clear. Make sure that you're keeping yourself aware of when you are doing little pieces or things that are separating you from others, and continue to work with your own divinity. We're going to do great things. We just have to wake up and realize that, yes, there's a supporting, loving God trying to protect us, trying to support us, trying to guide us. And a huge chunk of that energy is within each of us. We have to activate that God light energy within ourselves. I'm leaving this all with you with love and light.